Alright guys, so this video I'm going to try out two things here. First, I'm going to do something new by actually taking the footage off my PlayStation and uploading it straight to my MacBook and editing on there. And we're also going to try to take footage that I'm filming right now with my phone and put it in a window in the corner so you guys can see me actually test out this heavy equipment bundle. So I will definitely be shaking and moving my phone around because I'm going to try to do this whole game with just one hand. So just bear with me guys a little bit. So let's hop out of here first. I'm just going to hold this on here. We are going to go. I am using a controller right now. So I've been getting tons of questions about the Logitech Heavy Equipment Bundle for Farming Simulator. This is for PC, Mac, and PS4. Now, I'm going to start this video off by saying I do not know if it works for Xbox One. I have heard multiple sources say no. I've also heard a couple sources say you need an adapter. So honestly, I can't answer that. Everything I read states there's no way to use it. I haven't seen a setup that works yet, but I may be wrong. I just want to put that out there that I do not know for sure for the Xbox. I am using this on my PS4. It does work, and I am absolutely in love with it. So I'm going to do a review of it. So I'm going to film it real quick. We're just going to pause there. You'll see in the corner. So we got our heavy equipment bundle. We have buttons 1 through 8. Actually, I'm sorry, 1 through 10 up top. It's 1, 2, 3. Then it jumps 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you go back 4, 5. Then it jumps back to 6, 7, 8. Then 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 is up, 25, 26, 27. So that's that so far, and this is equivalent to your action button, which would be circle for PS4. So then on the steering wheel here, actually, I'm gonna edit that out. We're gonna keep her straight here. So on the steering wheel is your X, circle, triangle, square. Then you have, of course, your regular D-pad. You do have analog sticks, and then R3, L3, moving around. Horn in the middle that works, and then R1, L1. So you do not need L2 and R2 because they've been all worked into and configured into the actual equipment bundle side pack. And then you got your regular pedals. My floor isn't dirty, it's just the way the light and camera works, I swear. But then you got your regular gas brake. So that's how everything is now. I'm going to go through and we're going to do a review of each button. So I'm going to start off. Number 1 brings up your main menu. Simple as that. Number 1 is main menu. Number 2 slows down time. So if you look in the top right, you're going to see me speed it up. Times 5, times 15, 30, 60, 120. Then instead of you going to the main menu to try to turn it back down, ooh, I just realized that jumps too. So 2 jumps. That's good to know. 2 jumps and it slows down time. Number 4 is your power for your equipment. 5 is tool. That means it activates the tool. I'll go into a little more in detail when we jump on some of the equipment here and test that out. I did put all these labels on it for myself. So it may not make sense when you see tool because this is actually your tool select button. So it's just for me how I play and look real quick. It makes it a little easier for me, so I just put on labels on the main buttons. None of these other buttons do anything outside besides you have 22 here, which puts your controls in the top corner, in or out. 23, I have not needed that yet or realized what it's done, so that I'm not too sure, guys. 24, map in the corner, so you can toggle your map. Then it's on blue right now, which means equipment. If I hit this, it turns to red. All that is my joystick. So now I can move around my guy. So, as you guys know, I was using the Thrustmaster T150 steering wheel and pedals. I love the steering wheel, love the pedals. It worked great. The problem is, if you need to move your guy around or use heavy equipment, you got to grab your controller. Where this way, you're actually able to turn around and change your camera view while you're driving still. So I can be driving, which maybe I'll be able to try. It may be a little shaky. We'll test it out and we'll see. But I think you guys get what I mean. And then to activate the hand tool again, you'll hit blue. And we'll go into more of that. So we're going to exit out of there. So what we're going to do first now is jump into... Let's jump into this John Deere over here, because I'm wearing my John Deere t-shirt today. 8400R. And just got a regular plow hooked up. So we're going to jump in here so you guys can check it out. So to enter a vehicle, it is button 17. 17 enters your vehicle. I'm going to turn around. I am also using the joystick on the steering wheel, guys. My controller's over there. So I'm not using the controller right now. If you follow my Let's Play series, hopefully the videos will be out at the same time this video goes out later today. Episodes 1 and 2. I am not using my controller at all. So everything's going to be done in this and in first person. This is a little difficult. So what we are going to do is put on controls here, just so you guys can see. So 5 says unfold plow. So that's what it says in the top left. If we look, button number 5, that's why I labeled it tool, because it activates what the tool's job is, if that makes sense. That's how I had it set up. So 6 brings up our shop. I forgot to mention that before. 6 does our shop. 7 does nothing for this this setup. So for this tractor and this tool, 7, the button in 7 slot doesn't do anything. Cover, we don't have. Seed, we don't have in this. Markers, we don't have, but that would be your ridge markers. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our lights. So it's kind of dark to see. That's our regular running lights. Back work lights. Front work lights. Then they're all off. And now if I come over here to this button, we actually have high beams. So if you look, now there's high beams. They're not the work lights. So we have running lights, or regular headlights if you will, back working lights, front working lights, and high beams, which I find is very neat. In the middle we got our strobes, and this goes for all vehicles, so I'm not going to go and do this for every vehicle, but this is for all vehicles. So we got our strobes, right? Left directional. So let me zoom in so you guys can see it. Left directional, right? Right directional. We got hazards. That is right. That is probably my favorite feature of this, is hazards now on all vehicles. So you have vehicles that didn't have your strobes before, well, you can put them on now when you're using them to bring trailers, or you just like having orange lights, working lights going. You get to use hazards, which is pretty neat. So we'll shut them off. 18 hires a worker. 19 turns on, 19 detaches. And then 20 lowers implement. So whatever you're using, it lowers it. So 19 attaches and detaches. 20, let me move my big hand out of here. 20 lowers and raises. Then we have 21 just changes if from our tractor to our tool selection. Cruise control. So you just click on it, you put it on, and then you want to raise it up or you want to lower it, you just scroll and shut it off. Yeah, stop right there. So that is that setup. So we are going to turn, and let me slide out here. Give me a little bit. I'm still trying to do all this one-handed here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to lower our tool. We are going to hit 9, which is create fields, which would be the seed button. So we are going to put create fields, and we are going to hit our gas, and we are going to use, I do like it has a suicide knob. It does make it turning super easy in the game. And we're just going to make zigzags here for the fun of it. It does level itself out. You got your horn in the middle. And that's about it for the basics for this this tool and this plow. So what we're going to do is hop out of here. And we're going to cycle straight to our harvester. Let's come back over here. Now, it's the New Holland harvester. Here we go. And we are going to detach trailer. So while I'm doing this, guys, I did want to say, all right, guys. So we're going to attach our harvester here. Hook her up. We are going to unfold, which is 5. So we unfolded her. Perfect. Now, we are turning around right now. If we remember, if we go to blue, it uses our hydraulic tools. So if you actually look at the front of the header, let me turn. So this is raising it. This is lowering it. This is actually bringing it forward. This is bringing it out. So forward, out. Raising it and lowering it. We'll switch back to we can turn around here. So lower header is 20. So like we said, lowering tools is number 20 here. So the turn on harvester, we're gonna hit number 4. First we need an unfold tool. I thought I already did 5. Oh, I know why. So we're gonna hit 5 here to unfold it. Turn on switch tools. So now we switched unfold our actual harvester itself. That's what it was, guys. So we had to hit 21 to change between tool and tractor or tool and vehicle. Come back up here to 5 to activate tool. 4 to turn power on. And we can start harvesting. And pretty simple. It is super easy to turn now, I find. You'll find in my Let's Play I'm actually able to do pretty tight turns, which I'm not used to being able to do. So that is our tractor. The only thing you can't do with the steering wheel is if you play with manual engine on and engine off, like I do, where you have to go and turn your tractors on and shut them off when you're done. You do still have to go to the steering wheel, hold R1 and then square. There's no button configuration for you to automatically turn on, unfortunately, turn on your vehicle. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of what it's called. So we're going to put our hazards on for the fun of it. We are going to put on our work lights. We're going to unfold our tool. We're going to turn our tool on. Number 20 lowers, so make sure we lower our implement And we are going to start going, and we are going to get some of the straw I have set up over here to make a bale or two, just so you guys can see. And it lines up nice, pretty good. Like I said, the steering wheel, I do like the steering wheel just because it has the suicide knob better, and it has the analog analog control sticks on them, and it makes it so much easier to turn and manipulate. And when you're out of the vehicle, you don't need to grab your controller to move your guy around, your character in the game. It automatically does that. So we made a couple bales here. That's all I wanted to do, so then we can use a skid steer with a bale attachment so you guys can actually see how some actual hydraulics work. I will not be testing out any forestry equipment in this video. If you guys want me to do that, let me know. This is just a rough overview because, like I said, I'm filming this by myself, and I want to get at least a video out to you guys. So we're going to come forward here. We're going to 19 pick up. Now I'm going to select it. So blue's hydraulics. I think of that. Blue hydraulics. Red means I'm moving. Blue means hydraulics. Red means moving. It doesn't rhyme or anything, but that's what works for me. So I'm going to lift up, go down, curl in, curl out. So we are going to go grab some bales here. And since this doesn't have any work lights, no strobes, let's throw on our hazards so people know we're working here. And we could throw on the high beams just for the heck of it. So we're going to go. Turning is really nice now. It does jump, so when you have it full lock and you let it go, because it switches back and forth for a little bit before it centers itself, it does slide you around a little bit, but nothing too bad. So you're going to go here. Alright, I'm going to switch hands. Let me make sure I'm lined up good though, because I won't be able to steer now. Yes. Alright. Go like this, so you guys can see. Alright. Drive forward, so I got my controls. Pick up my bale, curl in, lift up with it. Perfect. Now I want to say stack it on this bale over here. I'm going to go. Fun, guys. Alright. Let's see. Yep, of course. Let's lift up on this a little bit. As long as I can straighten her out. Alright, good enough for me. So, we're gonna come forward with her. Oop, too much. We're going to drop her down, slide out, put a little pressure on her and slide right out. Over there. And then drop back down. You can, so if I go at the angle, it curls out as it goes up, curls in as I go down. So you can do multiple movements at the same time, which I do like. Just like real life, in a real life skid steer, front end loader, wheel loader, whatever you're using. It does work the same way. We're just gonna grab a pallet just so you guys can see the same thing. Now the only thing is, with pallets it is more difficult in first person. Well, actually in a telehandler I could do this no problem. In the skid steer, perfect. Just like that. Easy as pie. So, in a skid steer, depending on your skid steer, you can't see your forks, and it is, I don't want to say impossible, but nearly impossible to get it. You'll see in my Let's Play video, I get aggravated and I end up going to third person, just because it was taking me forever to load up a couple pallets of some seed. But, we're gonna drop her down and curl out a little bit so we can actually drop her. There we go. And lift up with it. Nice and easy. And we're gonna hop out of her. Oh, drop the attachment. I said hop out of her. There we go. And let's use our truck here. So what we're gonna do is turn on all our strobes, turn on our hazards, turn on our lights, and we are going to open up cover. So that would be this button right over here. Button number 8. I've labeled cover. That is our cover. So we are going to line her up now. We're gonna kind of do it like how I load up when I'm doing silage. Here. You never want to be too far away. You want to be what they call a V pattern, meaning from the point of your machine, you don't want to do more than 3 tire rotations to grab your material and load your truck, if you guys ever do this in real life. That's what that just means when you're using hydraulics. So we are already hooked up here. We're going to curl in. The only difference with this is this pivots. This actually turns. So I'm dumping the high tilt dump bucket. I'm curling it back in. And you can, of course, dump it regular. But then to get that little bit more, you just turn it. So, nice and easy. So we are going to grab some material here. We are going to jump in the cab here. Alright. And line myself so I'm just like this, so I'm in that V pattern. So when I turn in, perfect. Now I'm gonna go down, buck it out till I lift a little bit, then lift it up. Perfect. So I got my material, start curling up so I don't lose it. Back her up. As you back up, you want to pivot. And then, of course, I'm trying to do this all one-handed, guys. Do a lift up. Oop. There we go. Lift up. And we're going to jump out of third person just so you guys can see. And dump our bucket. Goes back up a little bit. Now say this is the only angle we get. And now we use that high dump bucket and we can dump the rest no problem. Boom. Turn it in, back up, and bring it back in place, your hydraulics. Nice and easy like that. And we're going to hop out of here. I'm just going to run real quick, jump in this truck just to show you guys. The other thing you cannot do, or at least I haven't been able to find, is to dump your bucket. So to actual dump the bucket, you're going to hold L1 and R1. I know you guys are just staring right now at the horn, and you're gonna hit triangle, which would be button number 4, because these actually, let it focus in here, little blurry. It's not labeled X, circle, triangle, square, but you guys who play PlayStation, you guys, buttons are memorized, muscle memory, so we already know which ones are which. But that's the only thing that's not in there. Did I get all vehicles? I did get all the vehicles I wanted to show you guys. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Also in the comments, I'm going to put a link to the actual bundle I got. Now, they do sell the equipment pack side panel, which is this right here. Only this, separately. They do sell that, and I've heard you can use it with other gaming setups. Me, personally, I highly recommend using the steering wheel it comes with and the pedals it comes with, especially if you're buying everything new and you don't already own the steering wheel and pedals. I would get everything all together for sure, especially with the suicide knob, makes it easier to turn, and everything all together makes it so much easier to use and to operate that I don't even pick up my controller now. So that's it for this video. We're gonna end it with just throwing on these strobes here because I love this pickup and it is my favorite truck in the game for cars itself. And then now with the hazards, it just makes it that much better. The only thing I wish is we were able to put a plow in the front. I think that would be ultimate. But hopefully Giants releases a mod soon, or a truck where it does have a 3-point, and I don't mean a regular 6-wheeler or 10-wheeler truck. I mean an actual pickup truck with that, because we do have the Griffin trucks, and there are a couple lizards, and forget what truck this is. The TGS, right? Yeah, the Man TGS, which you guys can put 3 points for them too. I do that in my DOT plowing video. You guys can see that. But that's it for this. This was just supposed to be a quick little overview. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you think about getting one and you're worried if it would work, or you're wondering for certain tools, you can also reach me on my Facebook page, T-SS Gaming. That's T-SS Gaming. And I got a Facebook page. Feel free to like and check me out. And also like and subscribe for more videos. And let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do next. I have a Let's Play series going on now, which will get released hopefully later on today. And I think I'm going to be streaming later on tonight. Maybe with my brother. Maybe we'll do some GTA or Call of Duty. We'll stream that. And that is about it for now, guys. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.